This shit on? Why black screen? Oh my god, my back is twisted. Jesus Christ. Seriously, why isn't it working here? Let me just refresh the page. Says that I am transmit. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Here we are back on Owlboy. Motherfucking Owlboy. Okay. So we got an owl boy. Wait. What? I don't know. We got owl things to do. If I'm not mistaken, we have to maybe trace around everything, right? Like fill in that. Or did I already did the skin. Okay, never mind. We gotta do this. But we gotta like fill in the edges. I think I've decided I'm just gonna leave it, even though I think it's weirdly raw pink. I don't know. It doesn't work for me, but whatever. I'm not getting paid to care this much. So it's already hot. It's fucking boiling in here, by the way. Like I am cooking. Um, it's not my favorite experience. Does anyone know how to get rid of this yellow fucking outline showing what screen things been recording? It's gotta stop. It only does it for this program. It doesn't do it when I'm on like a game. I just need it to stop, you know? Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new edition. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. His only real good song is Go Ninja Go. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and stick with the original color scheme because I assume that that's what they wanted, and it's a little easier than having to come up with my own stuff. Even if I think it might turn out better, I'll probably still wing a bunch of stuff, but you know how it is. Also, I'm pretty sure it's already like fucking 90. I think it's like 88 degrees inside. I think it's hotter than that outside already, which is crazy. It's like fucking 10 a.m. It's like the type of heat where you actually wake up because like it's just so fucking hot. Like it's almost hard to breathe. Thinking about what we do after this, I wanted to keep turning people into either dinosaurs or maybe like we did the Carno girl and turned her into a Carno, but like the Raptor one, I think her theme was like actually dogs or something. Actually, it was Cerberus or whatever, the three-headed dog, I think, because it was on the character sheet. Um, I don't know, maybe turning them into their mascot would be kind of cool, or like what they are. So like if they're a cat person, I try and turn them into a cat. But I also do kind of just want to draw like people. I was thinking about drawing a screenshot from there's like this really nice screenshot I ended up taking from animated music video. It's not like it's not like a fan made one. It's like the actual artist released it. I don't know. It could be AI. I don't fucking know at this point. It's it's pointless. AI is good at doing all the things it shouldn't really bother doing, but whatever. Um, diagnose my illness, sure, but get the fuck out of here. Translate things for me, please. Don't be drawing shit. Don't be animating shit. But it's from the music video for her. Um, I feel like I'd like to maybe draw the screen grab. Hold on. You know what? We can show it if anyone watches this. you can. I don't know where I saved it. Never mind. I was gonna look and I was like, wait, I don't even know what I named it. I'm just gonna have to scroll through everything, and it's not worth taking the time right now. It's the like mage from the music video. That's the best you'll get. There was Jesus, why am I losing it? All right. First, saw some TV. Don't really watch TV very often, but I saw some TV, and I think it was some sort of life insurance commercial. 100% AI. It's like an AI agent talking to an AI person. And like you can tell it randomly like kind of just like it's one of the older models. But it's just like how much money are you really saving if you're doing this slop? I don't know. It just seems so pointless. And it doesn't even look good. I guess maybe it'll fool old people who can't really tell and they're the type of person who's going to buy life insurance. So that's all that really matters to them. But I honestly just think, how can anyone trust a company that will use AI like that to deceive effectively? I honestly think it should probably be illegal, right? Like using it for the purpose of portraying a point is just deceptive. There's no real authority behind it. It's like making up, you know, a food and drug association, but like, it's not the real thing, but like making up your own and saying it's approved by it. That doesn't mean anything, you know? Like our food's approved not by the FDA, but by the FDAI, Food and Drug Administration of Intelligence, using AI. We used our AI data models to prove that this is totally good for you. We said, we believe all these things are good for you, AI. AI, is this product good for you? Why, yes, it is. And they'll quote themselves in their AI. Like, it just doesn't work. It's not real. It's fraud. I genuinely, I feel meets the definition of fraud. It is falsely representing itself. Um, fuck, I had like another thought I was going to go into before I went into that, and that's what the little conundrum was when I started. Now I can't think of it. I knew I would lose one of them. We knew it was gonna happen. Look at his thing. Look at this graph. Good old AI. Garbage. I like how mine looks nothing like the image I'm looking at, but I still have it up for reference. It was either this or Owl Tufts. I guess we can leave it on Owl Tufts. I don't. No, we're going back. I don't really want the bright white of the background of there. I don't know. It's bothering me. What if I delete this? What's that gonna look like? I knew it. AI can suck these nuts. Do, 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 do. I'm not sure what's happening with things yet, but there's a good chance we may have to take a break from all streaming activity. It'll obviously include this and our games. We'll see. It'll be a matter of I will probably have to move. I'm not sure. I really don't know. I never really know. That's the downside of not owning your own home, I guess. You never know what the fuck someone's gonna do. Um, but we'll see. We will see. There'll be notice. Where the fuck I am? Why does my back have to hurt? Do do. I do not like it one bit. Feel like it's been worse than usual. I think it's because I've been having to go in the office and sit the whole time. I can't like take a break and like go walk or something like I had been doing. I guess I'm just like sitting longer. I've been standing. I do have well, it's not a standing desk. I have like one of those things that you can pull up onto the desk. I've been using that, but that doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot. I really do think these colors are too close together. Thinking I'll just leave the line. Well, we'll probably do new line art, so not that big a deal. Okay. I think, do we have to do the yellow or did I end up doing that last week? I know we have to do the tufts still. I think I did it. I'm a motherfucking owl boy. Owlie, no. You know, I'm sure there's questions about my choices in this shitty, like, default model, basically. Like, it's barely a customized model, you know? Barely a customized Vroid. But sometimes I do wonder, this isn't, like, particularly strange on this guy's, but, like, why do people choose the animal or the you know, thing that they choose? I find it hard to choose something like that. Like, I know the big people change, like they're changing underwear, right? Like, well, I hope like they're changing underwear at least. Um, but they change like every day, or they have like 10 models or more, and they'll go from like bunny girl to cat boy to dog girl and crab person, and they have like everything. Normal person. Um, I don't know why. I mean, it's probably because there's a fan pointing right at my face, which is effectively required because of how hot it is, but my mouth is really dry. Um, but like, how do they choose? Like, what makes you decide to base your personality on a snail or on you know, on a sloth or something? Like, how do you choose what you want? Because, like, for me, I feel like we're just a normal person, but I really felt like that was boring as shit. So I went with like the monster teeth just for like something. And then I used to change like the hoodie every week, but it's honestly so it used to be that I can literally just press a button and it would change the model I was using and I wouldn't have to do anything. Now that I'm using something else for the motion capture, maybe it's easier. It was that I was using media pipeline through Warudo as mocap, and I would have to recalibrate the model every single time. And basically, what I would have to do is switch to a model and switch to what was using the mocap. But I'm wondering if it's just a straight, like, from port to port, and I don't have to set it up once it's set up once now, like for Warudo. Because before I used VC Face, which didn't have very good, like, body tracking or anything like that options. And it was good for getting I feel like I hear an alarm. It was good for like just getting like facial movements. It had actually probably better eye tracking than this, which is interesting. Um, but it would be good for that, and I didn't know Warudo existed yet. It might not have when I started. I don't really know. But basically, I could just back out one screen and then just click on a different model I had already uploaded, and it would just instantly do it, and I wouldn't really have to do anything. Like, that was it. For this, I would have to go into, like, my media pipeline settings, rerun the facial calibration, which is normally something you have to do every single time you start it. Like, every time I start XR Animator, my newer, uh, 3D full body tracking thing, I have to sync it so that it's synced to my face and where I'm sitting. Um, so like that's not new, but it would be every time I switched a model before. Whereas before on VC Face, I could just switch to a model with a different. Actually, I think I even had it so that I had like objects that I could load in and out really easily. I don't think I can do that in this. I have to have an entire model with a different object. Unless there's like something I'm missing, which is entirely possible. But man, it's not convenient to be like, "Oh, hey, yeah, it's Halloween. Let me upload this model." Because if I leave the model uploaded, it actually renders it even if it's not shown. I keep forgetting to do this, but I have another model on here that I need to de-render. Thankfully, it doesn't get the tracking unless I tell it to have the tracking, which actually answers that question of before of how easy it would be to just have it track. What color am I on? Okay, that's right. We were doing the tufts. Um, so yeah, that answers that question. How easy would it be to set up tracking? Not very. Um, but yeah, I used to have like a hand turkey for Thanksgiving. We had like a reindeer head for Christmas. I used to have a model with a little ghost buddy. He would float around my head, but I couldn't really do it because trying to set it up in this didn't work. It needed like some sort of structure instructions or something for it to stay there. It would just drop to the floor and it wouldn't be visible. Like it didn't have bones, I guess. Obviously there were settings I probably needed to just learn and I just never did because typically what would happen is I would just set it up um and I would deal with the problem like right before I have to stream because it was a matter of I go to work, I come home, I set it up and I didn't really preset things up. I didn't really have time. Maybe I should take the time to do it. I don't know. It would be cool to have like different models again. Not sure how I managed that, but hold on. Come on. That's our like video playback if you're seeing it on this screen. For some reason, I somehow used the pen on a different screen, which is strange as fuck. Didn't know that was possible. Guess we'll stand for a second because my back fucking hurts. I was trying to save because I was like, I don't feel like filling this shit back in. I wish it would remember what I want to save things as. Oh, okay. Lost tracking. Buddy. Buddy. Hello? Right there. Thank you. Jesus, dude. Still not working. I feel like my lighting is really fucked right now. What is going on? Whatever. I guess we'll just deal with it. What can you do, you know? Okay. I feel like we kind of have to put the eyes in. So, I guess we're there. I was trying to put this off as long as possible because I didn't really want to do the eyes. But I feel like the eyes are kind of necessary for um how do I put it? They're kind of necessary for getting like the contours, I guess, for like the shading so that I'm not just kind of fucking around. Just I don't know, I don't feel like I like these. All right, hold on. I don't know why I feel like there's parts that the pen tracks better and then parts where it's kind of like slipping. I'm wondering if it's like skin oil just kind of fucking with things here. If I do more like this. Kind of look like sunglasses, don't they? Okay. Damn it. Probably should have just done the thing, right? Okay. Select, deselect. Shouldn't move Lart under base for now. Okay. Not really liking how that looks in general. We're just gonna do what we can do with it. Oh, we're on Lart. So the eyes. Out of curiosity, how... Okay, that's pretty far off. So if I do that... Yep. Okay. We tried. Should I use symmetry tool more? I feel like probably should. Okay. What Okay, there's their eyes. So they just took one of the pasted eyes as the eye color plate. Okay. Not sure I really like the coloring here, but that's not my choice, is it? It's a little yellow, I feel like. Everything's very yellow in this, actually, now that I think about it. Let's zoom in for maximum accuracy. I don't know why I thought I'd be closer to done by now, but like also I don't know if I'm gonna finish it today, you know what I mean? I get distracted easily. You guys ever see an art style you just don't really like? Like there's nothing necessarily wrong with it, but it just I don't know how to put it without it sounding rude, you know? But like particularly ones that I feel like are drawn quite frankly as a fetish. Like I just don't I don't like it. Okay, something's wrong here, so let's zoom out. There we go. It gets to me, you know? It does. Um but yeah, there's like styles that I feel like they're they're trying to show me something against my will in a way. I think that's the best way I can put it. And like, I'm just not here for it. There's also something I've talked about before where it's like the galaxy eye trend. Like, I'm down for making the eyes kind of complicated and cool, but like, you know, putting Orion's belt in there just doesn't fucking do it for me, man. Okay, for some reason it's kind of bothering me the way the rest of this is, so we're gonna try, come on, we're gonna try and just erase this. Shouldn't really be a problem. I know I don't really have a style, so it's like you're one to talk kind of deal, but I don't know. I feel like I've seen things that I don't really care very much for. You know, how are we looking here? I have an idea. Do that. Okay. Trust me, I be a doctor. Okay. Okay, so what if we do that? I think that would be ideal. I know that the pupil on this is like a dark green. I think I might just go black. What if I go like this instead? The problem with doing all these steps is I have to fucking repeat it. I'm not looking forward to that. I really should just get into symmetry tool. The thing is that really only helps me if I'm doing something symmetrical. And I don't really do that much these days. Maybe I'm avoiding it. Just trying to not have my spine fail on me. Feel like I'm folded over. I'm thinking we might do like a dark line in the light part just to like add a little contrast there. I don't know how much it matters, but you know, maybe we do it. Might be kind of nice. All right. Maybe not. Actually, yeah, let's take this because they did it down at the bottom here. What if I do like, what if I do the bottom and maybe like a little rim thing? Give it a little rim job, you know what I mean? Um, you know, people love those, especially women, I think, love rim jobs. So what if we do it like this? You know what I mean? And then we'll kind of come out and around like that. Just to kind of break up the color a little bit. So I feel like that's a big old blotch of color there. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and just select black real quick and maybe we draw it. Okay. Hit them with that. And then what if we just select out Dicka real quick? Maybe like this really dark green. What if we hit that around this? Maybe try and merge it. Or is that too weird? I don't like it. It's kind of disconcerting. But if I blend it though, let's just see what happens. It's a little better. Um, I do feel like I'd like the pupil to be a little sharper looking, actually. Okay. Let's blend one side if we can, but not the other. I don't think that pupil's big enough. So we're gonna undo all of that because we fucking have to. Hello? Yeah. Can I can I please? Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know. How big should this be? I think the problem is it's too skinny. I think that's the problem more than anything. The eye's too big and the pupil's gonna be too skinny. Think that's probably what about it needs to be. Still kind of too skinny. Why am I having such a hard time with this? Really hate when it fucking zooms out while I'm trying to zoom in. Like, come on, bro. Give me a fucking break here. Okay. Okay. All right. Come in on this maybe a little bit. Not too bad. We're starting to get somewhere. I might do the eyelashes on a separate layer because this is kind of turning out funky. Okay, these are both white and I don't like that. Got like this weird yellow stuff here. Really don't like that, but whatever. I don't know if bro's okay. Fucking piss mask here. Bro just drank like 3 cans of Monster. Um, let's do a new layer. I know we are only on one eye still. But I would like to see where I'm going with this, if that makes sense. Which of course it does. And I hate that phrase. Somebody help my back, please. what's going on with the track in here, but I don't like it. Oh, brother. Okay. I don't remember how to do a lash. Do 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 do. I'm thinking we do this and then we like add little details, like little lines, little striations, if you will. I feel like my spine is on backwards. Wish I knew how to fix this. Neom. Neom. Okay. Okay. Let's maybe do something like that. Maybe something like that. I think it looks better if I do it like this. I feel like the eyes might be too big. I really don't like that like yellow color to it, but hey, it's in the original, so fuck it. Might need to make a or get a fucking inversion table or something, because Jesus Christ, this is killing me. I don't even think that would help. To be honest with you, probably make it worse. They got like a ton of stuff in here, but I'm thinking no. Maybe hit like one thing with like this. Maybe like here. Not really feeling it, to be honest. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit this with a relatively thick outline. Still on Deets, right? Yep. Okay. Let's actually pick that. Go over this. Feel like this is a different color somehow. I think straight white was probably a bad choice for the eye, but you know, what can you do? It's interesting. What is happening? How? What? Oh, that's right, because that's not okay. I know it. I know. All right, I'm an idiot. Sorry. I was so fucking confused by that. We need to go back to eyes to do this. Okay. It's having a worse effect somehow. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Okay. You know what? There's actually a better solution to this. It sucks, but it's the best solution we can come up with. There we go. And just like that, solved. Now there should be no black left in there to drag. I think we need to undo that real quick. Okay. We'll do the same thing over here, so it's blent. Now we can go back to this. Oh god. Let's go and save before I have a fucking bitch fit. Alright, I'm not a huge fan of the eyelash. I feel like it's too straight, so I'm gonna need to maybe add some curve to it. I think the eye is just too big for the head overall, but like the head is just misshapen, so I don't know how to fix that. It's an otherwise good eye, it just I don't know that it fits this body very well, or this head very well. Okay. I'm losing it. I am losing it. Okay. What? Oh, alright. Fuck you. Come on, man. Okay. Jesus. A bit better. The problem with doing things so clean is it can feel too calculated and too blocky. So like when I fill this in completely, it just feels, well, completely filled in and just like a little fucking block. Doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like there's no flow to it compared to had I just kind of sent it, you know? And there's something negative about that for me visually. Okay. Let's take this maybe, shrink it, just kind of come out occasionally. All right. Um, let's maybe take the hair color and do it. A little worried is just gonna, yeah, it just kind of looks like I didn't fill it in properly because it's like fucking the exact same color as the fucking skin. It's so close you can't tell. Yeah. We knew this would bite us in the ass, though, so not really a whole lot to worry about. You know, it is what it is. We're just gonna try and break it up. Yeah, it really does just look like... Looks like... It looks like jaundice because the eye is so miscolored and then the skin is so off. Jesus. Hey, you know what? It is what it is. Definitely, like, off proportions, I feel like. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Alright, let's work on this eye for a little while. Figure out if I can't fucking match this somehow. How? I don't know. I really don't. But we're gonna do our best. Okay. So let's get this going down here. You know, what I need to do is actually not with that color. I need it with this color. And then just separate it out. How did I fucking do this? Like that? What was I doing, man? Am I stupid? Send it, maybe? And we'll just do, like, some edits, I guess, to the shaping. Just do our best, you know? What can we do? We're not very good. Don't know what I'm doing. Never really have. Turns out if you teach yourself how to do something, you'll never really be good at it. Or not, I don't know. Okay. We got that going. Hello? Hello? There it is. I knew there was another eye here somewhere. It's almost like I drew it. Huh? Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, huh? Huh? Get your ass out of there. Get your ass gone. Garçon. Oh, garçon. Hmm. I'm thinking, I think it's this one, right? Well, let's just double check. Yep. Maybe come up just a little bit. See how it's looking. Whip it out. I don't know why I did that for black. Maybe I should just copy and paste the pupil. That might be the smart play here. I could, in theory, just copy and paste the other eye and mirror it. Not the same, though, you know? Feel like it needs to be a little bigger somehow, but I don't really know where I can do that without it looking super awkward. I think also that what's throwing us off is the lashes around it, so I probably shouldn't have done the details yet. I feel like it was this thing where if I kept going on just the eyes, I would have gotten to a point where I would have been like, well, shit, I can't actually work with this, potentially. I think it was necessary to show like a near final product of the eye so that I know if I'm on the right track. So we did it. The problem with that is now this other one looks super weird because it's not even close and it's like throwing off the process of getting it there. The other problem is it does still look super weird no matter what, and I'm not sure I really like it either way. Top 10 times I didn't give a fuck. Just trying not to die. We're okay. It is very hot in here, by the way. I'm curious. I'm gonna go over here and stand not in front of the fan. Huh? Can you even hear me right now? Is this picking up? Uh, honestly, it doesn't feel that much cooler in front of the fan. Um, not ideal. I'm just getting dry. Um, oh, I did want to talk about, if you'll recall, smash my finger in a windowsill somehow. Don't ask me how. It was in a windowsill and it was very, very easy. It's been annoying the fuck out of me. So this is where we're at with the progress on the nail. If you can see it. Fuck you. There we go. Basically, like, the crack is like maybe a third of the way there now. It's like all damaged and whatnot. It keeps getting caught on things and getting fibers in it, and it's fucking driving me insane. I want to put a fucking band-aid on it or something, but like I don't want to wear a band-aid all day. You know? It's fucking annoying. So I'm just kind of stuck suffering. It's so annoying. It also, I can like feel it. It doesn't like hurt or anything, but I can like feel the pressure. Like if I push on it compared to like another finger, then I kind of It's not like super painful or anything, but there's definitely like something. It's like I don't know how to describe it. Maybe like a sharpness, but it's not like a sharp pain. It's like a sharp feeling. It's not great. Anyway, I gotta find a way to crack my back so I can sit the fuck down and keep working on this fucking eye. Um, let's do it. So I'm gonna try and make this, I think, larger here. That's the only way I feel like I can maybe match them without having to just copy pasta. So we're gonna try and make it here, kind of enlarge it here a little bit, and just come down a little bit. How do we feel? Zoom out, please. It's still a little smaller, I think, but we're pretty close. It's not bad for eyeballed. Okay, let's grab this weird fucking mint color. Not jaundice, by the way. Not jaundice, by the way. It's jaundice. I don't like it. You know, sometimes, okay, sometimes I feel kind of rude when I say things like that. Look, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just, they're just design choices that the original artist, who I do not believe is the person we're drawing this for, made that I just don't like on a personal level. I'm obviously a very particular person. I feel like certain things don't go with certain other things visually, and it's just like too busy to look at, you know? That's the whole like stars in the eyes thing. Like a couple, no problem. Throw in the fucking entire, galaxy. It's not it for me. It doesn't make it bad. It doesn't make it not well executed. It just makes it something I don't personally like. It's kind of actually something I thought about for like content creators and whatnot. Like, if I ever got to a point where I collab is such a weird word, by the way. I wouldn't ever use that word. Uh, that's just like the popular nomenclature. But like if I were engaging in creation with others in a meaningful and distinct way outside of who we've been doing it with before, I just don't really feel like I would be able to do it. Like, I would need to like vet people, which would be crazy because I should, if say we just popped the fuck off tomorrow and like 4,000 people, including big names or whatever, came in and they're like, yo, you know, talk to me while you stream next time or something. I'm like, what? Who the fuck are you? Um, but it's like, I feel like I would need to know them a little bit. Like, just a smidgen, man. It's also another thing where I'm like, there's no shot I could ever really deal with sponsors. I would never deal with certain people. Like there are sponsors that I see sponsor bigger streamers that I would just like not me. Nope. Not having it. Like I'm just not in. It's like too principled, I guess. There's just no way I would let things go. Let things be. I'm really the type of guy, you know? I'm the type of dude. Okay. I feel like this eye is particularly wobbly, and I'm not sure I really like that for me. Alright, it's detail time. I'm sure we missed something on this, but we'll just go for it anyway. There we go. Alright. Not the worst I've seen so far. I've been watching the latest season of Reincarnated as a Slime or whatever the fuck. It's like 40 words in Japanese for the title. I think it's sometimes called like slime something. I don't know. To abbreviate it. Like it was probably the world's longest anime slash manga title. Anyway, been watching the latest episodes of that. I feel like it's not really anything happening. I don't know. I guess it's just like a setup season for something that's coming. I don't it doesn't really feel like there's a whole lot going on. It feels like every episode is filler almost, which is weird. Speaking of, I think I talked about this maybe the other week. Maybe it was on a game stream. I watched the first episode of this, I feel like last week. So I want to say we might have even made it on this. But there was a show called The Exiled Heavy Knight, I think. I watched the first episode, I'm pretty sure last week, and the first I want to say like 8 minutes is this weird like almost trailer montage of what's going to happen throughout the rest of the fucking episode, I guess, or season. Like half the episode, I'm not kidding, was like this flashback. And then like it starts with the flashback, then this is kind of a spoiler, but like this is the premise of the thing. It happens in the first episode. I feel like I gotta spoil this. The guy has like a flashback during like some sort of ritual. That's that. And then he realizes he's reincarnated into his video game. It's one of those. And he like knows everything about the class he's given through this ritual, and he knows it's really really good, but nobody else likes it because it's apparently not that good to them, but he knows how to play it, all that shit. And he's figured it out, so he's happy, but everyone else is pissed. And like it's just the common, you're going to be exiled because you're a shitter and you shouldn't have been, dumbass. So he has this flashback during his ritual, I guess, but it's like also a flash forward because it shows things that I don't think have happened yet. And then it starts, he's kicked out, and he fights things using his overpowered powers that he's explaining. And during that, he has multiple fucking flashbacks to what just happened that episode. So, like, it's the whole I got kicked out thing, right? The emotional moment there. He's having a flashback to that, like, not even 4 minutes later in his fight. And I'm like, half of this episode has been the same fucking footage. Also, if it's kind of weirdly blurry and like visual slop, I swear to you, I would not be surprised if this was AI. It doesn't feel right. Something about it feels super off to me. I don't quite like it. Like the character design itself is perfectly fine, but like everything else, the background, it's like it's like watching something with motion blur on where nothing has any real definition for a second. It's very weird. It's very reminiscent to me of AI videos. I guess maybe, AI videos had to have come up with their style from somewhere. So obviously this type of video probably did exist pre AI. It's just that like that's what AI for some reason has come to think of as videos, and so a lot of it becomes like this visual slop, and it feels inconsistent and weird. Um, but obviously it got that from somewhere, so maybe it's real. But then I watched the second episode, and the second episode didn't have a season slash past recap for 8 minutes, but it did recap pretty much the entirety of the first episode. So like half of the second episode is the first episode again. And you're just kind of sitting there like, what the fuck is the point? Just, get to it. And like a bunch of it is him giving exposition, doing what I'm doing right now, standing in front of a monster, having a conversation. Like it's one thing to have the conversation in front of a person who's for some reason letting you talk. At least then it's like, well, okay, at least he speaks English too or something, whatever the language is, right? I guess anime or whatever, he originally Japanese or something. At least he speaks Japanese too, so he's just sitting there listening to your conversation. Maybe you're gonna accidentally reveal something to him or whatever, and he's just curious, so he's just standing there letting you expose while you're exposit while you're, about to fight to the death. Sure, whatever, fine. It's always kind of stupid that, they're standing there with their sword ready to be drawn and there's an emotional moment between friends, but whatever, that's something else. But why does the monster sit there and do it? What, like, why is the monster just standing back while he's having a fucking conversation with this dude? And I'm just sitting there like, was the monster listening in? Was the monster like, uh-huh? Oh, wow. Oh, you guys are friends? Okay, well, say your piece. I'll kill you in a minute. I'm a little hungry. I can wait. I ordered 30 minutes ago. I've been waiting on my table. Come on down. Whenever you're ready. It's fine. Like, what? Why are they having exposition in the middle of a monster fight? It's not the first show or anime to do this. I I feel like I was extra aware of it because so little of the show felt like it played. I swear to you, I feel like I've seen less than an episode of this thing still. Like that's what it is to me. It feels like I haven't seen a full episode because so much of it has been the same episode again. I'm just like, what? I think the artist behind it or the style is based off of the Seven Deadly Sins. I'm actually, where's my phone? I'm gonna look it up. I want to know. I feel like it has the same Oh, apparently my camera did not track me. It has like the same character designs. Oh, cool, overstock deals. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get out of here. Don't care. Um, Exiled Heavy Knight novel series. Okay, it's got to be the same art team, I think. Nekoko, illustrated by Jain. Okay, I don't know what that means. Does it say anything here? Go Hands is the team producing it apparently. Seven. I'm trying to find. So if I look at Studio Go Hands, is there any chance it'll tell me like what they did? I've never heard of. Oh wait, I've heard of K. I've heard of K. Okay. Published by Kodansha, written by Nakoko. C also maybe. Gokudo parasites. The unwanted. What they did? Unwanted undead adventure. Feel like this was way better looking visually. I guess it's a different. It's the same illustrator. This is so weird. Reincarnated as a dragon hatchling. I haven't seen that, but I did hear of that. Who? All right. Let's. It'll be easier if I just search seven mortal sins. Seven mortal sins is something else, right? Yeah, seven deadly sins is the one we want. Sorry, we're getting distracted. Animated series. Okay. All right. Studio Dean and A1. So it's not the same people. I guess it's just inspired by the art style, maybe? Both published by Kodansha, I think, right? Nakaba Suzuki? Who was the other one? Nakoko. Okay. Maybe it's the Kodansha influence, because that's the only thing they seem to have in common here. I don't really know. Um it's not like bad or anything, it's just a generally kind of distinct style that I felt like it had. I don't know how to describe it. Okay. Switch to this maybe. Okay. I think this is the hair color, right? Man, you just can't fucking tell, dude. So this is why you don't pick a hair color that's this close to your skin color or a skin color that's close to your hair color. It's a good lesson for me to learn here. Good color theory right here. Okay. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong pen. That's why it's feeling kind of weird. Feeling this is weirdly darker around the eyes. On the right side here. Let's go ahead and find the eye first. If I go here. Can I come in a little bit? What are we working with? Can I move, please? Why does it feel that way? Is it I guess it's because it's more black and less color. I think that might be it. Where? Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right. We gotta fix some more of the left lash here. I feel like we gotta maybe move the eye over a little bit somehow. Not sure how we do that at this point. Figure that out. You know, I weirdly thought I'd be done by now. I did yap a lot. Sure yaps a lot here. Let's redo this so that it's more like this, I think. I think this will be better for it. You know what I watched, and this is pretty late for me. Yeah, I mean, it's not pretty late for me. I usually watch movies way after they're released. I watched the third Venom movie. Was there a third Venom movie? You know what I mean? Like I watched it, and I'm just fucking thinking while I'm watching it, like, what am I watching? Like, I feel like it started, and I was watching it, and then like it just ended. I don't like there was no story. I don't know what happened. Did I miss something? Was that the fourth movie and not the third movie? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel right. I feel like I missed something. Jesus, this looks terrible. I fucking hate it. I have got to get better at doing this. Okay. So let's do a shade layer. We're gonna need like a ton of other layers too, but let's just start working. What? What is happening? I feel like this is way too dark, but whatever. This is what happens when you use someone else's palette and they only chose like 3 colors for most of it. You know, I should probably do this at 50%, huh? We get some definition around the eye. It might take away from the fact that it looks like ass. They're not very consistent, you know? But yeah, the Venom movie, like, look, it's well, pretty well animated. It doesn't like look bad or anything, but I swear it like starts. I think he's in Mexico. There's like a couple of fights, and then there's like no story. Like it's just him running for a little bit, and then it's on to the next thing. It's very confusing. I don't really get it, you know? Like it just kind of felt like they were just showing off Venom. That was it. Like there was no real point to any of it. They were just kind of like, here's Venom. That's the name of the movie. Venom. Venom, Venom, Venom. And that was it. Actually, I don't even think they played that song in it, which kind of sucks. That's the whole fucking thing, right? Guess they couldn't afford it that time. But yeah, it just kind of felt like weird, pointless, you know? Like nothing felt like it was happening. I didn't feel like there was anything going on. I just feel like it started and then it ended. And then I was like, what? What now? Good old bowl cut. What is up with Bro's bowl cut though? It's funny. I was talking to my mother and she's like, "Why do kids all have that curly hair now? I guess that's in now." And I'm like, "They've been calling it the broccoli cut for like 15 years now. It's been in. Where have you been? It's been in. I'm not saying I like it, but it's been the thing that they're wearing. Like I said, they have it. They call it the broccoli cut. It's been that way. Like what? What do you mean now? What are you talking about? How did she not notice as well? Because she just fucking watches like TikToks all day. So it's like, what? How did you not know? It's been that. That's what they do. TikToks and Fox News. That's her favorite. Jesus Christ, dude. It's crazy. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only sane person on the fucking planet. I don't know how anyone could watch a TikTok. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of normal videos on there. I've seen a couple where it's just like, it's basically a short video of someone just explaining, like, what their day was like. And those are kind of fine. It's not really something I generally watch. But, like, the people who are just like, I don't even know like I don't understand it. I feel like such a fucking boomer. Which is funny because I think it's boomers and really young people who it targets and who watch it. There's like it's like 55 and ups or like 20 and unders are TikTokers. And then there's like this weird gap where you might watch a couple, but it's not the same level of like what they call brain rot, in between. Like somehow it skipped a generation. I think it might be like a media literacy thing where like those people grew up with the internet starting, and so they were constantly told like not to do or engage with the kind of content that's now on there. But like they were told by the people who are now susceptible to it, but they're susceptible to it because of their age and not understanding technology. And then the younger people just grew up with it, so they're susceptible to it because they grew up and it's just normalized, right? It's everywhere. There's no escaping it. So it's what they knew. There's nothing to be careful of because that's what's there. How do I fucking draw this ear, dude? Okay. I'm gonna say it. I don't think I've ever looked at an ear long enough to know exactly what an ear looks like. Okay. Not sure how we just ended up zooming in over there, but whatever. What if we just like make this fucking massive and just kind of send it, you know what I mean? Then we'll just kind of clean it up later. So if I clean this up, how bad is this gonna be to clean? Come on, dude. Fucking zoom in. I'm like back to where I started because it wouldn't fucking zoom in properly. Instead it zoomed out. And now I'm like back to the zoom. So frustrating. Alright, so let's get a big old brush then. Why does this not feel like it's doing what I want it to do? I feel like this is just making it seem like bro's got a tan. That's definitely not the goal. I think it's too light is the problem, or too dark is the problem. Not light enough. Please zoom in, thank you. God damn, dude. Feel like I picked it up sooner than that. I think we are once again struck with the problem of we don't have enough color variation. So it feels very, very one-dimensional. Okay, here's what I'm gonna try and do real quick. We're gonna take this color and we're just gonna like do a couple of swaths and try and lighten it. We'll see if that works. What if I do like a big swath or two? Like I want it to be darker, but like I don't want it to be that dark. This is much better. Much better. Problem is it's a little wider than I wanted. And it's gonna be hard because there's like a bunch of blend. So now I'm gonna have to like carefully try and craft this. Come on. The good thing here is that actually if it's on white background, I can probably background shape it out because I intend to go over it with a thick outline. So I should be able to effectively annihilate any like super oddity spots. The yellow we can come back in with yellow if we have to. Okay. So let's look at this. This is still feeling pretty off around here. Not ideal. If we can, it's too big. We can like blend just a smidge more. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a little lazy with it. We should be able to blend some more. It's crazy how much darker it is once you do that. Okay. Save. We're going to take a step back. I feel like it still might be too dark. It's really hard to tell because the skin tones are weird to me. Okay. I think it's too dark. I think the shape is okay. Maybe a little more at the top by the chin, or maybe I need to do something with the chin. Probably get something around this part of the neck. But I think it's otherwise decent. Get to the hair probably tomorrow, finish the jacket tomorrow, hopefully, and do the ears tomorrow. And I guess we're done. We'll maybe do a background. Is there a background color to this? Like a pinkish purple. Okay, we can do that. Maybe. I think we get off for the morning. So let's go ahead and save. And we'll call it. Opinions on that? Opinions on the eyes? Should I move them? I feel like maybe move them a little closer together and down or something. They just feel a little off to me. But let me know if you watch this. Let me know. I probably won't, unless I probably won't be able to do it. Tweet it at me. Come to the stream live while I'm live tomorrow morning, and I might be able to fix it. If not, I'm just gonna do whatever because it's going live at 8 a.m. and we're streaming at 10 a.m. So good fucking luck, I guess. Oh yeah, I think we're approaching a level of doneness. We might change the shape of the mouth. I don't know. The mouth's like the one thing maybe I can do something fun with. Probably not though. I kind of like the smirk. I feel like it's fun. But yeah, just maybe some details on the hair, details for the jacket and whatchamacallit, and I think we're good to go. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you. I appreciate you. Hopefully I can catch you in the next one, whatever that is. Should be tomorrow morning, unless you watch the game streams, which is tonight, hopefully. We'll see. But thanks for being here, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.